I'm Jennifer Dill, and this video is about child support in Maryland. The reasoning behind it, how it's calculated, establishing and enforcing child support orders, and when child support ends. All states have child support guidelines that use a formula approach to calculate the amount of child support that is to be paid when parents are not living together with their child. It's considered to be in a child's best interest to have the same financial resources that would be available to a child if they were still in an intact family. Maryland's guidelines are provided in the Family Law article of the Maryland Code. Maryland and most states calculate child support taking into consideration the gross income received by each parent. For example, if you are a W-2 employee, it's based on your income before taxes. It gets a little more complicated if a parent is self-employed. The guidelines are also based on the custody arrangements and the number of children. Then they take into consideration the cost of health insurance for the child only, and that means the difference between what you pay for a family coverage and individual coverage. It also takes into consideration daycare expenses, even if it's not a licensed facility, and if there's any extraordinary costs, such as for a medical condition or educational needs. If the parent's combined gross income is $15,000 or less a month, child support must be calculated according to the guidelines, unless there is some good reason demonstrating that it is in a child's best interest to pay a higher or lower amount. It's important to be aware that if you agree on an amount of child support that's different than the guidelines, you most likely are going to have to give a good reason to the court why it's different. Also, even if the combined gross income is more than $15,000 a month, most courts tend to calculate child support using a continuation of the formula. One way to either establish or enforce child support, and paternity as well, is by applying to the Bureau of Support Enforcement located in your local county's Department of Social Services. They are the local government branch that is responsible for establishing and enforcing most child support orders in Maryland. They're able to garnish wages and ask the court to find a parent in contempt if they're not paying. They are somewhat limited in their resources though, and they're unable to do activities such as look for hidden assets. Alternatively, you can file your own petitions for child support or ask the court to help you enforce an order when a parent isn't paying. Child support is required until a child reaches the age of 18, unless they're still in high school, and then child support is required until they graduate or until they turn 19, whichever comes first. For now, Maryland does not require child support to continue if a child is still in college, although other states do require this. Child support may be required to continue if a child is mentally or physically disabled and unable to provide their own support. As with all of our videos, it is impossible to give you all the information you may need about child support in this short segment. If you have questions or you want to schedule a consultation, you can find our contact information at www.ferrantedill.com. And as always, thanks for watching.